What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2023 Topps Series 1 half jumbo case break number 5. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. A bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as we can. We do have a holiday on Monday, so I'm hoping to have everything out by Tuesday. There's a lot of sorting this weekend. So if I'm not on here breaking cards, I'm going to be sorting for the next 4 straight days. um, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get in any of our future free breaks, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button there. All right, let's fix my camera for a sec. Let's go over the teams. D-backs, Jason H. Braves, Matt P. Orioles, Michael O. Red Sox, Gerald G. Cubs, Chase B. White Sox, Mark J. Reds, Randall B. Guardians, Rich L. Rockies, Mark J. Tigers, Sean D. Royals, Austin P. Astros, John W. Angels, Britt G. Dodgers, John A. Brewers and Twins, Brian G. Marlins, Robert J. Mets, Thomas M. Yankees, Vincent H. A's, Jason H. Phillies, David H. Pirates, Terry H. Wow, lots of H's. Cardinals, Tim C. Padres, Robert H. Giants, Chad L. Mariners, Jenna C. Rays, Michael J. Rangers, Jason H. Blue Jays, Edward K. And finally, Nationals, Tim C. All righty, let's open some cards. Let's see what old Series 1 Jumbo has in store for us. All right. Bo Bichette box topper for Toronto. And a dose silver packs, which we'll save for the end. We're having some. I said yesterday I felt some silver pack love coming, and we've had silver pack love already. We've had 2 silver pack autos already, and how many breaks have we done? This is, well, break number 5. So last year it took us about 6 months to get a silver pack on. I don't know why. But, so maybe we'll have some more love tonight in this one. All right. Good luck, everybody. If anybody's still awake to watch. Last night I was feeling it. When we got to that third one last night, I was feeling a little rough trying to get through the last box or two. Gunnar Henderson, rookie. So I will do my damnedest to pull all the rookies out during the break here, but I'm sure I missed some of them. But we'll get them. Even top load all the top rookies. We go through a lot of top loaders, but you know, the top, like, I don't know, 10 guys or something like that, especially on opening weekend. All right, let's see here. Ian Anderson, silver. I'm sorry, rainbow. I keep wanting to say silver tonight. Ramirez, home run Jones. I think the 5th one we've pulled him already. Garrett Cole, all aces. Pasquine, Vinny, throwback rookie. I don't know why I even attempt his name. Is it Cassis rookie? Yeah, 88's a good design. It was a good design. I like that one too. I'm totally in agreement with you, Robert. I like this design, to be honest. I love the design this year. Nolan Gorman. Mostly because I can actually read the names, which is nice. But I like the, you know, the second picture and everything. I think it looks great. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that tell me I'm an idiot and it looks horrible, but I like it. It's certainly easier to read the names and stuff. The past few years, some of the flagships that have come out, Miguel Vargas rookie, have been so small. They, you know, just have not been easy at all. David McKinnon, gold foil rookie for the A's. And numbered 30 of 50. Father's Day blue, Owen Miller for the Guardians. For Rich. And solo packs at 7-Eleven, yeah. It's amazing, like, when you really think about what cards have come from. There's a Riley Green throwback rookie. I stopped in my local card store the other day. Now, in fairness, I don't shop in this card shop because they're a card shop, but cards are like the worst thing they carry. All they sell is like super overpriced blasters and stuff like that. They do a lot of memorabilia, and they're very good at that. And they do a lot of signings and stuff like that. And I had stopped in to get some top loaders, a couple sizes that I was out that I just needed a few packs of because they're ridiculously overpriced on that. But in a pinch, they're right down the street. So, Gunner rookie. And they had some 87 rack packs in there that they were selling, and they were selling for $20 a piece. Peraza, and I was like, oh my God. I used to get these things for like $1.99 when I was a kid, or I don't even remember how much it was, but you remember like going, like you said, going to 7-Eleven and getting a pack of cards for a quarter. What's the cheapest pack of cards you can buy now, you know? Vargas rookie. And there's certainly nothing in them, you know? We flipped over here, or what's going on here? Yachty, Blade rookie. All right. For Tyler Wells, rainbow foil. And 225 of 499 Kikuchi for Toronto. Yes, Gerald, I agree. So do I. I like it so much better. All right. Can you guys? Oh, oops. Can you guys hear me? All right. My equalizer just cut out for a sec. Yeah, I like this one so much better. I'm telling you, I guess it was last year's or the year before. It was so small and it was on that angle, like you couldn't even read the names. It was crazy. Kershaw and Hunter Green. Yeah, whoever designed this one should get a little pat on the back over at Topps. That's for sure. Oh, why my thing just cut out there? That was weird. Sometimes my equalizer has a mind of its own. It just does whatever it wants. You guys can hear me okay, right? Old Steel Walker. Okay. Yeah, Mike, you have a few years on me. I don't remember that one. But it could have been before. The time I remember really collecting Alfaro was when I was younger, was when we were going after Gooden in the updated set of 85 Tops. Like we were collecting before that, but I think that was kind of like the year I really remember starting to collect. So I was probably like, I don't know, 11 or 12 years old. And Gabriel Moreno, rookie blue for the Blue Jays. Nice one there for Edward. But yeah, the a 5 in a vending machine for a nickel, I think that was a little bit before my time. Great. Thanks, guys. Cedric Mullins, major league material for the Orioles. Wow, I never thought of out of a vending machine at the grocery store. Now I remember, like when you're saying that, I remember the stickers you used to get at the grocery store that would come out of a vending machine, and you would like you'd have to get the quarters and put them in and push it in, and when it came out, it would like pop out in like a white holder. Was it? Is that what it was like? Like I remember those. Uriah All Aces, Machado. Yeah, in the early 70s. Yeah, so you were about 10 years before I was. I was just being born in the early 70s. I don't know why. Like I said, I remember we collected before that, but the memory I have, we were obsessed with the Dwight Gooden rookie out of that updated set. Me and my friends. Like, I don't think we cared about any other card other than having that, and we all had them. Like, we all bought so many cards just to find that stupid thing. I don't know why we got so upset. I think we thought we were rich if we had one. Like remembering back now, like, oh my God, we have so much money now. Gabriel Moreno. Hey John, how are you, buddy? That's why I brought it up last month, but if you guys have seen that 8-bit Christmas movie on Netflix, and there's a nice Oscar Gonzalez gold. Um, and she has the Billy Ripken card that they sell. Like that is so that the movie's so my wheel. I love that movie. I could watch the movie 100 times because the whole thing with the Nintendo and the baseball cards and this and that was exactly my wheelhouse. It's so funny because they're talking about the baseball cards and they're talking like that's how me and my friends used to talk when I was like 10 years old. Like, you know, oh, I got a Billy Ripken. I'm rich. Oh yeah, he was amazing. He was amazing. Good. And I wasn't I mean, I wasn't necessarily a Mets fan or anything, but I mean, everyone I mean, he was just one of those guys everybody knew, you know. And I mean, not to say he certainly wasn't the first by any I mean, there were plenty of guys like that who've been in sports, but even in sports back then without 24-hour news cycles, without MLB networks, without Sports Center. I mean, ESPN had just started back then. Like, granted, he played in a major city, which helped, but it wasn't always easy to be known like that. Mitch Haniger, he was unbelievable though, he really was. Hey, we got a super short print of old Cal Quantrill for the Guardians, SSB baby. So I know we were talking about this last night. Like I do like these super short prints. I like the gold. I like the fact that they put the SSP on there. I like the gold tops and everything. Like they look cool and it is pretty neat that everybody has one. But I do still think they made a mistake by getting rid of the way they used to do it. Like with the having the image variation or the short print or the super short print or the ultra rare, like I don't know. I just thought that was fun. But I mean, in fairness, then only certain guys got cards. This way everybody does. But the super short prints are pretty cool looking. Just started reading it a few months ago. Really? No, I've never read it. Adley rookie. Yeah, my turned into a bad reader over the years. I used to read a lot when I was younger, even like in my 20s and stuff. Now, like, I can't even think to pick up a book anymore. I don't know what happened. My wife used to read like crazy. I mean, she was like one of those people who's like good for a book every week. But now we're all just mesmerized by our phones. That's a problem. Grissom rookie. And Robbie Ray Rainbow. There was a great sports book I read years ago. And I'm sure somebody here is going to remember it was called A Season Inside. It was about college basketball. Who was the writer who did that? What was his name? He wrote a ton. Jeter Downs. It's the advanced stat parallel, 16 of 30 for the Red Sox. God, what was that guy's name? I read a bunch of his books. He was a sports writer and he used to write these great sports books. I'm sure somebody knows who I'm talking about. And he wrote a book, had to be in the 80s, maybe in the 90s, called A Season Inside, which was about college basketball, which was just one of the most incredible sports books I ever read. Aramis Ramirez for the Cubbies to 99, 53 of 99. For Chase. Our second Aramis Ramirez. We put one last night, too. John Feinstein, that's it. John Feinstein. And if you're a reader and a sports, if you like, check that book out. That was one of the best books I ever read about sports. It was very, very, very good. And John Feinstein's written a bunch of sports books over the years. I have no idea what he does now. Chris could be dead for all I know, but this was a long time ago. But that book was incredible. John Feinstein, yeah. My father was a big fan of his. When I was younger, I used to always steal my dad's books. Like when he was done, we always kind of liked the same type of stuff. Brett Beatty, rookie. I'll tell you one thing though, especially for Series One, it is so nice to have, and not we've had it for a couple of years now, having a very good Series One set. For anybody who's newer to cards, Vinny rookie, in the past few years, there's a Blade rookie gold foil for the Marlins for Robert. For anybody who's newer to cards in the last few years, you guys have been kind of spoiled with Series 1 because before like 2020, most Series 1 sets sucked. They were so bad. Like, it was really just, hey, it's the beginning of a new season. You know what I mean? So you were excited no matter what. Chas McCormick to 2023 for Houston, 1263 of 2023. And then a few years ago, when Jordan won Rookie of the Year, but his rookie card hadn't come out, and then Topps put it out in the next Series 1 set along with Bichette, and I don't know, there was like 5 really good rookies in that set. All of a sudden, I think Topps realized, like, oh, if we hold on to some rookies, we can get people really excited. And, not just buying it because it's Series 1, but, and ever since then, the last like 3 years, Series 1 has been great, but the 10 years prior to that, it was pretty bad for the most part. And they come up with excuses to charge for it now. Like, I think it's 2019. It was so cheap, like 2019. And then all of a sudden I saw it spiked in price. And I asked my distributor, why is 2019 Series 1 expensive? Not that's crazy, but why is it going up? Oh, Kyle Tucker's in there. I'm like, okay, and who else? No, just Kyle Tucker. Like, jeez. Like, over one guy? Come on. But so the past few years of Series 1 has been great. I mean, we wandered last year, so you didn't really need much more. When did they put these backwards in the middle of the pack? And at least it didn't screw it up like they've screwed up every other major release for the past like 8 months now. Yachty gold foil. Yeah, Jeff. All right, Jeff McNeil was in there. Yeah, so he's a. But again, Jeff McNeil isn't. He doesn't carry a lot of weight. You know what I mean? Like, and at the time, nobody knew who he was. To be honest with you, I mean, he wasn't a big name coming into Series 1. I agree with you. He's a great player, but I mean, as far as card values go, he's not. Doesn't not any great shakes. Zach Thompson rookie, and look, I'm sure if we look at 19 Series 1, we can find 3 or 4 other guys too now. But at the time when it came out, like, there was nobody. It's just Series 1. It was just that time of year. Zach Thompson, rookie. 157 of 499 for Tim. Willie Mays and George Brett. And Urias. Well, now it's like they hold to stack. You know what I mean? Like, and again, like we were talking about before, but I mean, certainly, I don't think, and not that Topps has had a great year as far as anything, to be honest with you, but I think if they really sat down and thought about the fact that they were going to have Gunnar and Adley, and they would have put Michael Harrison up there because he should have been in there. But, whatever. Now, the real hope is that they pan out. I mean, Michael Harris obviously already has, and so has Adley, but some of the guys who haven't really played yet. Robbie Ray. Okay. Next up, Jera Encarnacion rookie. This is a guy, he was actually a pretty big, pretty decent sized prospect a few years ago, but not a lot of talk now. And for the Marlins, look at that one. The old City Connect hat patch manufactured relic for the Marlins. Not my favorite one there, but still cool nonetheless. Yeah, I think your rice would be really good too. I also, but again, at the time, nobody paid much attention to him when it came out. Look, I mean, any set you can go back and find people now, who ended up becoming. Geez, go back to all of us, any of us. Well, maybe not as much now because of his recent PED problems, but I've talked about this before. I remember being in breaks when Tatis was in Bowman, and nobody would buy the White Sox. Nobody. They were always the last team to sell. And it was funny because, like, a year later, when people really knew who Tatis was, one day I was like, "Ooh, I think I might have some of his cards." I didn't know who he was. I came up and started going through some boxes, and sure as hell, I had a couple of autographs of his from Bowman because I just bought the last spot that nobody would buy so we could get the break full. Not with my breaks, with somebody else's. Shohei box stopper. But like the guy would be begging, like, please, somebody buy the White Sox so we can break this. Oh, yeah, all right, I'll buy it. What the hell? There's a ton of videos on YouTube if you go back and look where it's like guys are pulling like gold first Bowman autos at Tatis that are like, well, nobody wanted it, so I'm keeping it now. Hindsight, Soto's another one. Nobody was chasing Soto in Bowman when it came out. He was just a skinny little kid. Nobody even heard of him. Bo Bichette was another one. I think Bo Bichette was because of his brother, to be honest with you. Like when Bo Bichette's Bowman came out, people were like, oh, yeah, it's another Dante Jr. Big deal. And then 12 months later, people were selling his cards for like $8,000. That's the fun part of prospecting. When you do, on a rare occasion, find that guy that you like and nobody's heard of him and he becomes a monster. Not that I think prices will get back to like they were then, but still. Marcus Stroman. All right. Senzatella for the Rockies. For Mark. Jazz home run challenge. And my God, what is it with this guy? 417 of 499. Jorge Alfaro. It's like the fourth Jorge Alfaro we pulled. Yeah, Gerald, I'm kind of interested in it too because, and I mean, look, I know it's something that's been talked about a lot. I mean, okay, so he sticks with his ringworm story and this and that. And maybe that is true. Who knows? I mean, I don't know what this situation is, but here's the question. Did it happen early enough in Tatis's career that, like, if he comes back and plays the next 10 years the way he can play, that people forget about it, or is he just marked for life now, no matter what? And I mean, look, there's a ton of guys who are. You know, you look at the Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens and A Rods and guys like that who didn't matter when it was. They're just marked for life. But you do kind of wonder if he'll get any sort of love. Well, he won't from the writers, of course, when it comes Hall of Fame time, if he even deserves it. But I don't know. It will be interesting to see because I something in me for some reason wants to think that he just made a mistake, and I have no reason to think otherwise. The guy, I have no idea who he is or what he does or why he would do it. I suppose if he got caught again, that would cement things pretty easily. Corey Seager Gold. Well, here's the thing, and you're right, John. I agree with you. You bring up an excellent point with the Astros. Cabrian Hayes, Independence, 71 of 76 for the Pirates. For Terry. But here's my question to the Astros thing. Do you think that if the Astros didn't continue to be as good as they are, let's say they fell off for a few years, middle of the pack, not making the playoffs, not winning anything, that people would have forgotten faster? Because, yes, okay, there's always going to be diehards that are going to, say what they're going to say. But I kind of wonder that if, say, Houston, that happened and they fell off a little bit and turned into a 500 team and missed the playoffs for a few years and this and that. But I almost think their success is what has continued to fuel that fire a little bit. Because, look, is anybody dumb enough not to know that everybody in Major League Baseball does this? Of course they do. But they flaunted it. They were over the top about it. Okay, we get that. And if they would have lost some guys, got in a little trouble, got their hands slapped, and then became a 500 team for a few years before they got better again, I think people would have forgotten about it a lot faster. But the fact that they've continued to be successful pisses people off. I mean, I don't know. This is kind of my theory behind it, whether it's true or not, I suppose it's up to everyone. But all right, the Giants team card. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not one of these guys. I'm one of these people who believes that these players should be judged on their abilities as players. Lucas Giolito for the White Sox, 31 of 499. There's a lot of bad people in the world, whether they're pro athletes or everyday people or whatever. And I'm certainly not saying that people have the right to do whatever they want as long as they can hit a baseball, it's okay. But again, when you look at all these guys from, the 80s or in the 90s, really, who were all, whether they got caught or not, were all juicing in one way or another. And now none of them are in the Hall of Fame. They are all stained in some way. But in fairness to them, everybody was on steroids. So is it really fair to point these guys out because they were the most famous guys on steroids? You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, I think it was the only way you could be successful in baseball back then. And honestly, for those of you who are old enough and were really paid attention to baseball back then, it was kind of done out in the open. It wasn't really. I mean, you look at the home run race, the Sosa McGwire race. MLB needed that so bad to recover from the strike in '94 that they welcomed it. And they were sitting there interviewing McGwire while he had creatine and every other drug in the world right over his shoulder in his locker room, and nobody said a word. And when they did, it was like, but they just wanted everyone to be watching baseball again. I don't know. I don't know. Doval Rainbow. It's kind of like the Pete Rose thing. And again, Pete Rose is not a good dude. I get that. Okay. He's old school and rough. Riley Green, throwback relic. Nice one there for Detroit. For Sean. But really, should he be kept out of the Hall of Fame when the guy had that many base hits, was that good? I mean, again, I don't condone anything that Pete Rose does by saying this, or Barry Bonds for that matter. Like, I get again that, he was juiced in some way, shape, or form, but, steroids don't give you the ability to actually hit the ball. you know, I don't know. Look, there's smarter men in the world to make these decisions than me, I suppose, but sometimes I think political and idealistic views of people get a little too far in the way of the fact that whether a guy could play baseball or not, you know. Tristan Cass rookie. Now I feel bad for Carlos Correa still getting booed everywhere. I didn't know that. Uh, screw him. Brett Beatty rookie. You get paid that much money, you should be able to take a few boos. It's okay. Well, him, I don't know with him. He must be a train wreck with the way teams pass on him. Vinny rookie. All right. For the Bravos, Ozuna gold foil. For Matt P. And to 300 advanced stat parallel, Stephen Kwan with the rookie cup. Nice one there for the Guardians. For Rich. Chris. Chef Sports Cards. And my name is Chris. Juan and Danny Jansen. Well, John, thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate it, buddy. We always like having some fresh blood around. All right, Gunner rookie. I can't wait for baseball to start. They were showing the guys at spring training today. They were showing the Twins, Houston, like just doing workouts, the pitchers and stuff working out, and as it's like, oh man, I want to go to Florida and go see some spring training. That's something I have to do in my life. I've never done it, and I have to at some point go to Arizona or go to Florida, just spend a week or two and just go see baseball games, and it'd be so much fun. Sanchez Rainbow. Good, John. That's awesome, buddy. Be careful, my friend. It can be addictive. just just a friendly warning. 32 of 499 on the Trevor Rogers for Miami. Robert. And for the Astros, Corey Lee, 88 rookie auto. It's a cool looking card. John W. There you go. Nice one. The pitch. I'm still really kind of. I'm on the fence about the man on second thing. I really am. I don't. I don't know. There's some days when I think it's great, and some days when I think the thing that drives me crazy is when they can't just produce that run. Like I'm amazed sometimes as a team. We're putting a man on second. You can't small ball that run in extra innings. Like I don't know. Like I said, there's some days I watch and I think, oh, yeah, this is okay, and then there's other times like, it sucks. you know? The shift thing is going to be weird. I don't have a problem with the pitch clock if it's enforced and done properly because some of these guys, I mean, in recent years, there's been a few pitchers that are like, oh my God. You're watching paint dry with the way some of these guys are. But I don't know. We'll see if it's actually enforced or how closely they enforce it. The shift thing to me is going to be the most interesting. How they're going to. That's weird to me. I understand why they're doing it. It's just weird that you can sit there and say, okay. I mean, it's almost. I don't know. like you can't. Let me tell you where you can't put your guys on your baseball team. It seems a little strange to me, but it should make offense better. That's for sure. Although I'm still perplexed as how a major league baseball player can't learn how to hit into the away from the shift. Like if I was Bryce Harper or Mike Trout or whoever, one of these guys who they sit there and they move the whole infield to the right of the guy. Doesn't he go into work one day and go, "Hey, listen, everybody plays me to the right. Somebody teach me how to hit the ball to the left." Like it seems like the simplest thing in the world to me. And if I can't, I'll just bunt. Like I'll just bunt it up the third base line and still get on base. Like, that's what's amazing to me about the shift is okay, somebody was smart enough years ago to figure out, hey, if we move these guys over here, this is where this guy usually hits to. And the first time they do that, that guy should have said, okay, somebody teach me how to hit over here instead. Because I am a professional baseball player. I can hit the ball. I'm sure somebody can teach me how to hit it somewhere else. Owen Miller, friend who works for the MLB teams, they love it. Hard to work. I understand. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And well, that's the only other thing too. Like some of those, sometimes you get those long, those crazy 18 inning games and stuff. But look, it's like this whole computerized pitch thing. I'm sure many of you had seen the video because they're using it in the Arizona Fall League. Was it this past year or the year before? I forget when it was. There's a video that's been on Instagram for quite a while now of Jason Dominguez. And he's up to bat. I think it's full count, called third strike. And then they have a thing where like he raises his hand and they go to the computer and the computer ended up showing it was a ball and he walked. And it was like split second, it took like 5 seconds to do. And it's interesting, but at the same time, like the human side, and believe me, being an Eagles fan, I'm probably the one person who shouldn't be saying this right now after the bullshit call in the Super Bowl at the end of the Super Bowl, but like the human side to it is part of the game. Michael Massey, I'm not saying it's fair, but having a human umpire to call balls and strikes is part of what makes baseball great. That sometimes there are mistakes and there are makeup calls and there are, there's a stat parallel from Miggy to 300. And believe me, after that crappy call they made uh, in the Super Bowl against the Eagles in the last minute and a half, I suppose I could be the first person to complain about it. And that's not the reason why the Eagles lost the Super Bowl, but it didn't help either. But that's part of the game. All right, what do we got here? For the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado, Patchwork of the Past patch card. We haven't seen one of these yet. It's the first one for our manufactured relic. Kind of cool looking. For the Cardinals. Tim. Nice. That's awesome, John. I'm glad I could pull that for you, buddy. Shoot. Hold on. I need some bigger topplers. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. For the Cardinals, Randy Johnson and Shohei. All right, last pack of box 2. Michael Harris rookie. Hunter Brown. Moreno rookie. Riley Green. Kendall Graveman gold foil. And for the Mets, man, I can't even read that. 227 of 499, Tyler McGill. For Thomas. Strawberry 30 and 30, Jackie Robinson and Hernandez. Works for the Space Cowboys. Game day staff, we love the extra innings. Chime in and rub on the speed of the game. 95.8. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's really cool. But look, there's a reason why Major League Baseball is pushing this stuff so hard. I mean, it is like my son's a baseball player. All right. He's a senior in high school. He's played 4 years of varsity. He played travel teams. He's had minor college offers if he wants to play, but he's not going to play in college. And so I've seen most levels with him, for his age, and he was always interested in baseball from the time he was a little kid, but not just to play, to watch too. And it was astonishing to me when he was a little kid that he would sit there and watch baseball, because I hated baseball when I was a kid. I liked baseball cards. But I hated sitting down and watching the game unless I went to the stadium, because it was long and boring. Like, I used to be fascinated by my son when he was like 6 years old. He could sit there in front of a TV for 4 hours and watch a baseball game, and I'd be like, "Hey, buddy, you want to do something else?" No, I'm okay. Really? Because I'm getting kind of bored. So I understand why they want to try and speed the game along, just from that alone. Because look, the world in general is so much faster and honestly, look, they have already taken some things away in baseball, like the DH, and you have no reason for the double switch, and from a strategy aspect. And I know it's not traditional, but I understand why they're trying to do it. I just think maybe some of the people who are stuck in it have to go away first. I don't know. Nolan Gorman gold foil. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? You're working a late shift again tonight, my friend? Nice gold foil, Nolan Gorman rookie for the Cardinals. Excellent. Trouty 30-30, Judge, and Eli Morgan. I don't know. The traditionalist in me wants to go, no, keep things the way they are. But I like I said, I understand it at the same time too, why they need to try and speed the game up, because they're going to have a hard time continuing to attract. Like in all the years of playing and watching my son play, like a lot of the kids around him be like, "Oh, I don't actually watch baseball." I'm like, really? No, I just like to play it, but it's too long and boring. Okay. All right. If they can't show a highlight on Sports Center, it's not worth watching, I guess. All right. For the Phillies, Bryce Harper. And Michael Massey, rookie auto for the Royals. In a very interesting Royals uniform. I'm not familiar with that one. It's pretty cool looking, though. Yeah. When you have to do that, is it just for like 1 week, John? You have to switch to the different shift and then you go back to regular days? Like how often do you have to do that? Because you have seniority, right? So it shouldn't be as much as, I'd have those new kids working all the time. Griffey, Darvish, and Mark Appel. I work second shift all the time. You're just looking at it right now. It's in third shift. When I get up from here and I go and start doing shipping and sorting all night long. Oh, you rotate weekly, really? Gotta be tough on the schedule if it's a weekly thing. Wow. Moreno rookie. Riley Green. Aguero. All right. For Washington. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We got something nice coming up. Coming up. CJ Abrams, future star gold. I might as well show it. And a super short print for the Bravos of Acuna. Very nice. Gold mirror super short print. For Matt. Matt looking for Harris's, I'm sure. Gets himself a little bonus action. Very nice. It's awesome, dude. I was in a break the other night. I told you guys the other day I got the Judge one, and I was watching online. Guy, of course, on release day had it listed for like $1,800 on eBay, which of course is ridiculous for the Judge. But one did sell at auction for like 350, 360, something like that. So I gotta assume Acuna's got to be pretty good. I mean, maybe not 360, but certainly probably, I don't know, 100, 150. That'd be awesome. Seniority mostly. Oh, to mostly avoid it. I got you. I got you. But you got to show your face every once in a while. Keep the kids happy. I get what you're saying. It's so funny. I still get that way, being that I've worked, in kitchens my whole life. Like sometimes I miss something or I'm late or I'm this, but I own the place. So like really I could just be like, well, get over it. I'm the owner. And I still walk in and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry guys, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then the one of the guys who works for me is like, you own the joint. Why are you apologizing? I'm like, I don't know, I just feel bad. You guys got stuck doing it. No, that's why you pay us. Yeah. Vinny rookie. All right. For the Marlins, Jazz, gold foil. So that's two super short prints we've had out of this half, which is nice. We've only had, they're not easy to come by. I think we've only had two so far. Before those other two. 235 of 499. Jesus Sanchez for the Marlins. For Robert. Putting that set together is not going to be easy for somebody who tries to do it, that's for sure. 1-2 punch, Arozarena and Kennedy. I'm trying to make sure my base piles are holding out on me before I don't want to have an avalanche over here. I might want to do a little base dump before. Actually, I'm going to. Hold on one second. Okay. That's enough for us to finish up. Gunner rookie. Libertor. For the Twinnies, Max Kepler. And league leader Rangers to 199. Oh, it's the same one we had from the last break. 2 Houstons and a Toronto is going to go to Houston. John W. Behind that, we have a City Connect cap patch for Eloy and the White Sox. That one's not numbered. White Sox is Mark. Yeah, I saw that. Actually, somebody told me there's somebody else offering $1 million. But yeah, I did see that on Blowout. That's the bounty. I was talking about it last night. I don't know if you were here at the time, John, but I was thinking like I don't know, maybe if you could buy it, for 100 grand and then turn it into them for 250, it'd be totally worth doing. But it is 990 cards, and because of something like that, even the commons are gonna, you know, are not going to be cheap. Musgrove, Posey, and Cassis rookie. Not that they should be, but you know how it is. If you go back and look at like the regular short prints from like last year's Series 1, like a Vladdy short print, not a super or an ultra, just a regular short print, they only sell for like $10, something like that. I mean, they're not like crazy expensive. But because of this, it's probably now going to be 20 or 25, Adley rookie. I don't know. Like I said, I like the cards themselves. I think they're very cool. I think they look really nice, but I liked the old way better where there was multiples. But still, it'd be fun to do. I mean, they're going to do it through all 3 sets this year. So if you want to put the full set together, there's 990 cards you got to get. Grissom. AJ Minter for the Braves. Kris Bryant, home run challenge for the Rockies. John Gray for Texas to 2023. So I have my yearly physical, and my doctor said I'm basically healthy, but need to start exercising. I told you, man. I've been doing the treadmill. I've been good. I've been trying to stay good. It is not always easy, but I did buy a treadmill and put one in my house, which makes it a lot easier to get done. I've been hitting about 5 days a week. So, Gunnar Henderson, a greatest hits rookie. I'm telling you, if it wasn't in my house, it would never, ever get done. But the thing's staring at me in my basement. So, like, every time I go down there, it's like, oh, just do it. Even when I have a ton of work and cards aside, I still try and talk myself. I just need 30 minutes to go hiking on the treadmill, Hey, man, you get to that age like you and I are at when little things matter. If me hiking on the treadmill keep me alive a few more years, I'll do it. Why not? I'm almost there. My Cass is rookie. I always said as long as I can make it till my kid was out of college, so I get the bills paid, I'll be happy. So starting college next year, so I'm almost there. After that, it's all a bonus. Beatty. Vinny, rookie. Daza and Fetty. And Gleiber, gold foil. Since you stopped playing ball. Well, that's always been my issue. I mean, I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'4.5", so I'm a big guy anyway. But when I got diagnosed with some of my health issues, the medications I take put some weight on me. That's for sure. Not, so mine is always a constant struggle to try and keep, not let my weight get too out of control. I'm already a big dude, Adley, but I'm like 6'4", 270. I mean, I'm just a big guy. Not necessarily that I'm hugely overweight or anything. I mean, I'm certainly not skinny, but I'm just a big guy in general. But I am. before that, before I ran into some of the medical issues that I have, like I used to always be like 230, 245, like, in that kind of area. But some of the freaking medication I take is like horrible for weight gain. Like, I honestly, like a month after I started taking it, I was up like 20, 30 pounds. Grissom. So that's really all it is at this point. It's one constant war to try and make sure I don't gain any more weight. Juan Soto. Because you know how it is when you're our age, John. It's easy to put on. It ain't so easy to get off. I also have a terrible problem with sugar. That's my other thing. I have like an addiction to sugar, which is not good. Like soda and iced tea and that type of garbage. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes. I even think to myself, like, just drink water, and I still don't do it. Gonzalez rookie. That's why I've been pushing the sugar-free Dr. Peppers lately as much as I can. But I think there's other chemicals in that stuff that isn't good for you either. So I think it's kind of a trade-off when you drink that type of stuff. Like no sugar, but all these other chemicals that'll do you wrong. All right. For Washington, Cade Cavalli, rookie. Well, that's like all the, oh my God, in my cafe, we sell so many of the like Monster energy drinks and Red Bull and all that stuff. I won't drink that stuff. I never have. Because I'm telling you, that stuff that's in that taurine that they put in Red Bull, they're going to find that it's going to give everybody cancer one day. There's no way that stuff can be safe. And there's these guys, well, there's not many of them there now. There used to be 600 of them in the building before the pandemic. Now there's like 10 of them up there. But eMoney, which is a huge, huge financial software company, financial firm. Brandon Lau for the Rays, 2023. I mean, I used to have to keep like pallets of Monster Energy drink and stuff in the house back before the pandemic when they were there. And I'd always think like, man, you guys are gonna die drinking this stuff. And behind that little Pudge relic for the Rangers, Ivan Rodriguez. Texas is Jason. Jason H. Here you go, buddy. Judge and Scherzer. All right, our last regular pack. We'll do our silver packs. Remember, guys, this weekend we got Saturday and Sunday hobbies and jumbos both nights. So please come and check us out. We'd love to have you. And then I'll be buried under cards. We do have a holiday on Monday, so my hope. I mean, some of it's going out tomorrow from last night's stuff, but my hope is everything from the weekend will be out by Tuesday. It is a extra special amount of cards this weekend. Not that there's not usually a lot, but this is, you know, a real lot. All right, Patrick Wisdom, gold foil. And for the Guardians team card, numbered 165 of 299 for Rich. 1-2 punch, Sandy Alcantara, and a couple other cards. All right, silver packs. Get to some meat and potatoes. Here we go. All right, we've had some luck with silver packs so far. Let's see what we do tonight. We've had 2 autos already, which for us is a miracle. Ooh, we got something here. All right, Prado rookie, Morel rookie, Bello rookie, and Kyle Stowers rookie to 150. I'm sorry, 19 of 150 for the Orioles. From Michael. Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot. That's for sure. I was all day today just sorting, just trying to get last night's done. I'm still not even done yesterday's yet, and I was working on it all day. There's an orange. Here we go. Kershaw, Larkin, Langoliers rookie, and oh my God, again! This time an orange. We got a Vinny in the last break. Look at that monster. That is actually red. That's numbered to 5. Holy shnikey. Yeah, give you one of those right there. Who's got Kansas City? Austin. Awesome, dude. 2 of 5. Vinny rookie. That is awesome. Wow, man. You don't understand. Last year, we couldn't pull any autos out of Silverbacks last year. I don't know what changed this year, but man, it's amazing. It took us months just to get one last year. Look at that. 2 of 5. Monster hit. Very nice. Awesome. All right, next up. Come on, Dodgers. Tatis, Ashcraft, Robert, and Votto. Menace, Hoskins, Cunha, and Soto. Corey Lee rookie. Bubba Thompson rookie. Wow, I can't believe Bubba Thompson's guy's rookie. I didn't even know. Michelle Vargas and Ricky Henderson. Bubba Thompson, he was another highly touted prospect a couple years ago. And Oscar Gonzalez rookie. There's a Wander. Ethan Small rookie and Josh Smith rookie. So a couple extra hits out of the silver packs, which is always nice. That is awesome. We pulled his same auto out of silver pack in the last break too. It's so crazy. Maybe I guess there's a lot of them out there, which is a good or a bad thing. I don't know. All righty, folks. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you guys, and I truly, truly do appreciate it. As I said earlier, we're going to be back tomorrow night and Sunday with plenty more. So if you'd like to come and hang out with us, we would love to have you. Otherwise, please stay safe and stay healthy out there. And bear with me for a moment while I try to put a hit recap together here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's a blast having you, too. If I could just get all this stuff separated. I really got to find a better way during breaks, especially for breaks like this, because I'm by myself to separate stuff. I don't have to do it all at the end. Make my life easier anyway. That thing's awesome too, man. Some nice stuff out of these boxes. This whole case, the first half of this case was pretty nice too. Excuse me. Oh, and on your way out the door, hit that like and subscribe if you can. Oh no, actually, one of those is numbered. So let's keep it here. Oh no, relic, relic, relic. Other. Oh, here he is. I was wondering where that other short print was. That's what I was looking for. A lot of stuff in this case. All righty. We are doing a hit recap. 2023 Topps Series 1 half a case break number 5. Jumbo half case break number 5. All right, so home run challenge cards. We had the Bryant, Chisholm, and Ramirez. Golds and rainbow foils. They're all kind of mixed together. I'm just going to go through them. These, of course, will get top loaded for y'all. Wells, McKinnon rookie, Anderson, Graveman, Harper, Senzatella, Encarnacion rookie, Seager, Giants, Doval, Ozuna, Sanchez, Espinal, Miller, Jazz, Kepler, Minter, Torres, Mahaniger, Massey rookie, Wisdom, Cavalli rookie, and Soto. A couple more here too. Robbie Ray, the CJ Abram future star, Yachty, JJ Bleday rookie, and the Nolan Gorman rookie. All right, those are done. Parallels and such. Some are mixed together. So this Gunnar Henderson insert rookie. We had the Gabriel Moreno blue, not numbered rookie. Jorge Alfaro and Oscar Gonzalez rookie. Miguel Cabrera stat parallel to 300. Tyler McGill to 499. Chas McCormick to 2023. Sorry, they're mixed, but Alfaro to 499. Cabrian Hayes to 76. 499 Giolito. Stephen Kwan stat parallel to 300. Trevor Rogers and Jesus Sanchez. To 199, the triple that goes to Houston. 2023, John Grant and Brandon Lau. Cleveland team card to 299. Owen Miller to 50. Cucci to 499. Jeter Downs to 300. And Zach Thompson to 499. From the silver packs, we had a Kyle Stowers to 150 rookie. We had 2 super short prints, Cal Quantrill and Acuna for the Braves. Very nice. And then our relics and autos. Relics, Arenado, Riley Green rookie. City Connect of Eloy Pudge for the Rangers. Cedric Mullins for the Orioles. Jazz, City Connect. And then autographs, we had Michael Massey, Corey Lee, Aramis Ramirez, numbered to 99, and a very, very teeny Steve Vinny rookie, numbered to 5. Awesome card there. All right, guys, again, thanks so much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.